everybody, Peeps Galucia here, bringing you another episode of my FTB Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. And today, as we talked about last episode, I plan on upping my game in terms of weaponry, and then I'm going to head into the nether. So I finally got some mining done, which was, like, very needed. And yeah, so first things first, flint and steel actually made with steel now, which, I mean, duh, right? I was like, I bet you, like, without even looking at it, I was like, I bet you they changed the recipe to flint and steel to actually be made with steel now, because, you know, that would make total sense. But so I need to build some stuffs here. So I'm going to make a feather fletching, because it's 91% accurate. I don't think I'm going to get better than that right now. And there's a limited amount of ways to make bowstring, none of which I can actually make right now, except for just normal string. So 3 string gives you a bowstring. Biggity bam. Put that back. Okay. And then I need the arrowhead. Now the arrowhead is, I'm going to try to make out of steel. So I made some more steel, melted it down. So that's the plan. So to do that, I need to make a cast, obviously. So let's do that. Do I have any? Oh, I have a blank in here? Oh man, I wish I knew that. I just made a bunch of blanks to make all these new parts. Okay, so okay, I swear to God, a yellow jacket just landed on my microphone, like within licking distance of my mouth. That was horrifying. It was literally just walking on, like, the fuzzy, like I have like one of those windsock things, you know? It was just walking on the fuzzy bit of my microphone. Just walking along, just, hey, I'm a yellow jacket, what's going on? That was super scary. I just looked down and I thought it was a fly at first. You know, that's something a little bit more normal that you might actually expect to see. So I was like, but yeah, so it was like, my first was because this thing was just, you know, all of a sudden there. So it's just like, and then I saw what it was. That was the immediate follow-up, the like, because I realized it was a yellow jacket. Like, you know, immediately my thoughts are, I'm going to get stung right in the goddamn mouth, because it's right, I'm breathing on it. I was talking into the mic, it was right there. You know what I mean? So I was just like, oh my God, like, I thought I was gonna get stung right in the lip. Right in the lip. I was certain that it was going to happen. That was horrifying. Okay, so disaster averted. What the hell was that even about? Seriously. Okay, so let's start with the bow limb. So the bow limb, you need 2 of those to make 1 bow. And I guess, technically speaking, you could probably do 2 different ones. But I went ahead and made more pig iron. I still had some liquid emeralds, so I just had to come up with some blood. And by some blood, I mean a bunch of blood. Because like I said, there's no shortage of mushrooms around here. So I went ahead and made some more pig iron, because I think, if I remember correctly, the bow limb in pig iron was so that one had a really high arrow speed, 5.2, with a draw speed of 2.1, and the durability is 250, which isn't bad. See, like, a wooden one has a short draw speed, only 0.9 seconds, and the arrow speed is 3. So this is 5.2, so it's almost twice as fast of an arrow. And when you compare that to an iron one, it's the same durability, same draw speed, same arrow speed, but faster draw speed. So that one's 2.7, this one's 2.1. That 0.6 seconds, honestly, could be a big damn difference. And I thought it was worth it to make the pig iron because of that minor difference. So, double check, make sure it's pig iron. It is. So it should be 3 ingots total, 1.5 per limb, if I'm not mistaken. So let's start with the arrows, because that steel is definitely the way to go. So a stick would give me 75 arrows, not bad, with 1 heart of damage, 91% accuracy. Okay, but 75, that's a lot. Now, if I switch that out for... See, it doesn't even let you do it. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. It's definitely a tool rod and not a tough tool rod. It's definitely supposed to be a tool rod, but I feel like there's a limit to what you can put in there. Obviously there is, because that didn't work. So I don't know what that limit actually is, but this will be decent. It's only 1 heart of damage, but I think that's also partially to do with what the rest of it's made out of. And you can put modifiers on it, so we could modify it later. But 75 arrows is a lot. That's pretty sweet. So then let's make this guy. So this is where we're going to get goodness. It's pink, first of all. That's awesome. But yeah, attack. 8 hearts of damage with a critical damage of 0 to 5. And oh wow, it's a 1.85 second draw speed. It's actually slightly faster than I expected it to be. So that's awesome. And it's got 3 modifiers on it. So I can tell you right now, we really need to start getting into some more of these modifiers for some of the better tools I start making before we do anything else, because I don't want to lose this stuff. You know, some of these things are starting to get a little bit more expensive. Not a lot expensive, but just a little bit. So before I go taking off, I'm going to grab an entire stack of cobblestone. I've got my bucket. I'm going to go ahead and do everyone's favorite thing, which is making 9 mossy cobblestones so I can make a moss ball. Because for now, I'm not really worried about too much, but I'd like to put auto repair on this so that my bow slowly repairs itself. Which, by the way, you can also do that with your arrows, which means they'll slowly replenish themselves. Hilarious. So I'm gonna make, maybe I'll make 2. Maybe I'll make 2. That sounds like a lot of work, but maybe it's a lot of work worth doing. Oh, another thing I wanted to note. I still haven't set up the sprinklers since the thing that I need to make to do that is crazy. But it was raining earlier, and I knew this but totally forgot. I never mentioned it before. This thing actually collects rain. So while it was raining, the sprinklers were running. And it wasn't gaining water, but it wasn't really losing water either. So like the rain was just making it like keep up with it, basically. So that was pretty sweet. I was pretty happy about that. So I got some I came out here to do some farming, not on the Pam stuff, but just on the wheat, since it was going to be a good time for growth. And since then, it's almost fully grown. So if you're trying to do a bunch of farming, the point is don't put your setup in like a desert or somewhere where it doesn't rain, because the rain will help you fill that thing up, which is handy. Okay, so I don't need the rest of this crap. Let me get rid of the feathers. I'm bringing the tank with me. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of lava in the nether, so may as well bring that. But yeah, I think that's good. I don't think I need anything else. Unfortunately, I mean, you know, like this is my good pickaxe and stuff, but I want to make sure I have the ability to gather whatever it is that we need to gather. So I don't want to show up and be like, oh, I can't mine this, because I need obsidian level mining for this whatever it is. No telling what we'll run into. There's all kinds of stuff in the nether. Aha! Yeah, I guess we'll bring our thing with you. Okay. Bow ready. Now, I was going to make a better sword, by the way. I know my sword sucks, but oh well, you know. I got a really nice bow, though. I think this is a killer bow. Literally. Huh? No, I think this is I think this will be a good bow. It really just depends on where we spawn in the nether. This could really be a crapshoot. Like I said, the last time I had a portal to the nether, it was inside a beehive. And I had to fight wasps constantly. So, tricky business. Not the safest place, because it's like right on the edge. So, I mean, if an enemy showed up, we could very easily be knocked down into the lava and lose our items forever. At least if I die, you know, on solid ground, not as scary. And the thing is, when we leave the nether, when we go to leave the nether, there's a good chance we're going to be getting chased by zombie pigmen because I'm going to be stealing their ore, which is going to make them mad. And then we have to sit here and wait for a moment. And if one of them hits us while we're waiting, we're going to fall right off the back and get knocked into the lava. So before I do anything and start pissing off the locals, we're going to be smart about this. And I'm going to go grab, which honestly, to be fair, if you're going to the nether, you probably should bring like a stack of dirt with you anyway. Just to play safe, because I mean, even if you don't need it to build up an area like I'm thinking about using it right now, you could use it for like building a tower, you know, to get to like glowstone or something that you're trying to like gather. So there's more than one reason to bring a stack of dirt or whatever with you. So, you know, again, not the worst idea. I mean, what if I was facing the other way when I came through and I couldn't see, you know? There we go. I'm just doing that so, like, I don't fall through the back, like I was trying to say earlier. Hi. So, I think we have to actually fight the zombie pigman, which is unfortunate, but that's why we brought the good bow. Look at that. 2 shots, and it killed a zombie pigman. That is awesome. Okay, I'm just searching the area. It looks like there's no other zombie pigmen, so we can get some sulfur. And the nether stuff's not necessarily that. Well, yeah, the nether sulfur. This gave us sulfur and nether sulfur ore. The nether sulfur. That's gonna blow. That's gonna blow. That's gonna blow. Yeah, sometimes the ores go the way of a creeper. You got to keep an eye out for that. Okay, we just lost some potential ore there, but as soon as you hear that sizzle, like, it's done. You gotta just give up on it. But yeah, the nether stuff, if you don't already know, if you don't play FTB, it gives you a lot more than the regular stuff. So, like, if I stuck this nether lead ore... Shit! If I stuck that nether lead ore in a pulverizer, we would get way more... I think twice as much lead as you would just from like a regular one or whatever. I think part of the problem and the reason why the stuff explodes in your face, I think someone told me before that the faster you dig it, the less likely it is to like explode or whatever. So if you're using a better pick to dig that nether ore stuff, I think you're better off. So like this one has a mining speed of 6, this one's 10. So I think I need to use my better axe whenever I'm not... I mean, this is just nether quartz, so that's fine. But the other nether stuff, I think I should be using my better pick for that. The faster I dig it, I think the better off you are. I think that's the ticket there. Someone at some point in my life said that to me. So, hopefully it was true. What's that? Nether iron. Nice. So, what I really wanted to find was some of the, like, rarer... Like, this is nice, you know? Like, nether iron is cool, because, again, like, you get more of it. But the main reason I wanted to come in here was to find things like cobalt, because, you know, there's certain things that you're only going to find in the nether. Now, we did get sulfur. That's helpful. We could also probably, we shouldn't leave without at least getting some glowstone. So, let's kill these guys off so that they're out of our way. And then we'll build up to this. We'll quickly grab some glowstone, because we're going to need some at some point, I'm sure. Ow. Okay, don't touch the smoldering grass. Noted. Hopefully I have enough dirt left to get me up there. I think we're good, though. I don't think there's any more gas. I keep hearing some odd noises and stuff, but I think we're all right. But I would say the first trip is somewhat successful. Give me a second here. Let's get out of here. Let's get to safety. We'll do an inventory on our trip. At the very least, if nothing else, we got to properly test out the bow. And we were like 1 or 2 shotting gas. We were 2 shotting zombie pigmen. I love this new bow. So I definitely feel a lot more confident about our abilities to PvE. We got nether amber ore, nether iron ore, nether sulfur ore, nether lead ore. So, and a broken golden sword that I can't imagine I'll ever be able to use ever because I can't smelt it, and I can't imagine why I would need that. And no lava. Didn't mess with lava. Oh, and yeah, almost a full stack of glowstone dust, which is pretty sweet. Definitely okay with that. As well as one piece of sulfur that doesn't have to get chopped up. So the important thing to note here is the macerator will macerate some of this stuff, but I think some of it doesn't. I'm not sure how that works. I know some of this stuff I've tried before. Well, I don't know, though. That was in normal mode, too. So, I can't speak to that 100%. Look at that. 24 sulfur dust from one piece of ore. So now I'm going to have plenty of sulfur. And we really don't need that much sulfur for various recipes. But, like, we need it, for example, for making the better batteries, the 100K batteries in Industrial Craft, which is an ingredient for making other stuff. So, it is used for some stuff. It's working, though. I honestly didn't think it was going to work for this, so I just kind of wanted to try it just to say that I tried it. And it is working. Oh, wow, and it's actually giving us dust. See, that's why it used to not work, because the macerator doesn't make dust, usually, right? It makes, I don't know. Am I losing my goddamn mind? Am I losing my goddamn mind? I really don't remember this working before. But anyway, so it, like I said, it doubles us up. So instead of 2 pieces of dust from one piece of ore, you get 4. So it is a pretty nice way to load up on stuff, like iron and stuff. But obviously, it'd probably be faster and certainly a lot safer just to go ahead and go mining in the normal, you know, areas that you would mine in your mine shaft around your house. But having said that, again, like, there are things like cobalt and stuff that we're going to want to start getting our hands on, and that's the way to do it. So I will be going back to the nether. You know, we barely scratched the surface. We barely did any exploration because I'm limited in time. I wanted to make a timely video for you guys, and we just didn't have the time to press on anymore. But, yeah, we, you know, scratched the surface, if you will, of what we can actually get our hands on. And we'll just see where it goes from there. But I'm excited. This is good. This is a good thing. Again, thank you all for watching. I appreciate the viewer support as always, and I will see all of you on the next episode. Laters!